You know, like fuck the hero's journey, man. Fuck the hero's journey. Like the hero's journey. It can be a good story, you know, but damn, fuck the hero's journey, man. Because it's not the only story out there. Like if like don't like if you're a story writer, don't listen to all the fucking don't learn the bullshit, man. Just do your own thing. Like Quentin Tarantino said, hey, write a story that you'd want to see, you know? That's what I did. And, like, I saw these cats one time. I did. And they were city cats. And they were male city cats, you know? And, like, cats just have so much more personality than dogs. Like, dogs are like men, and cats are like women. But, male cats, they're fucking fun. And dogs are fun, and female cats are fun, and whatever, man. But like, I was watching this one video one time, and these male cats, they were walking. And this guy was filming it, or girl, I don't know. Someone was filming it. But these cats, these male cats, they were walking together. They were fucking walking together, and they were just walking with so much fucking confidence. Like all of them, they were just walking with like they were strutting. Like they were fucking. These cats were just fucking strutting, you know. And it's weird. It's weird. Like I saw this one street fight one time, and it was this black guy, and he was fighting this white guy, and he was just all confident. He was just all confident, but then he got tagged in the face. And as soon as this black kid got tagged in the face, like his eyes opened instead of closed. And his eyes opened, and he started looking around. Because he was looking for his homies, but his homies weren't there. He was just by himself. You know? He was just totally fucking by himself. His homies weren't there with him, you know? And, like, there's a philosophy out there. There's a philosophy out there of how you how a religious man creates their society. Ugh. And I don't want to say it because like I love you guys, but no, it's like no. It's like you know sometimes gangs are just the worst because they're just a bunch of weak men. They're like 50 devils in a pig, a legion in a pig. Sometimes gangs are just they're weak, and their only strength is victimhood and helplessness. And sometimes gang stories are just the worst stories because you have a bunch of weak men pretending to be strong when they're not. You have a bunch of weak men pretending to be strong when they're not. Oh my god, like you religious leaders who promote that shit, like you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, man. Fuck. Because that's not real strength. But I was on the streets one time writing stories, and I was writing this like all my stories kind of feel like my children. They're just so precious to me. I love them. I don't care if anybody else loves them, but I do. I love my stories, and I was writing this one story one time I don't even have a name for it. I just call it the video game story. You know, it's a video game story, and it was just like, you know, but like, because I'd been writing a bunch of stories before this, and when I was writing this story, it was like I've never been manic depressive, but like when I was writing this story, I felt manic fucking depressive because like I was just when I was just writing this story, it was just like fucking on a high. I was just like, fuck yeah, this is the best story ever. Fuck yeah. And it's like after I wrote that story, I just got so depressed, man. I just got so fucking depressed. And yeah, no, I was just out there on the streets. I was fucking depressed. And I was like, okay, let's write another story. Let's write another fucking story. And I was watching this one YouTube video on the Cossacks, you know, and it's interesting. It's very the Cossacks are so fucking interesting because before the Cossacks were Cossacks, they were the Kievan Rus. And like you have these city folk. You have these city folk who are coming up against these nomads, and you just and eventually the Kievan Rus, these city folk, became Cossack nomads, you know. And I was like, that's the story. I just started writing it, but I was depressed as fucking shit when I was writing it. And it was a good story. It was like this one town in modern day Ukraine. It was being conquered by these nomads, some of whom were Muslim and some of whom were pagan. And like they got conquered, but and it's like there was like no MC in this story. It was it was a weird story though, because like where's the MC? Where's the MC? There was no MC in this story. But you know, it starts out in the Cossack city part, or in the Ukrainian city part, and and no, it does. It starts out in the and they're getting conquered, and and they get conquered, and they're just now slaves now, and like the father, he's just like, I'm sorry, like I wanted to take you away from this shit, but my wife wouldn't let me, your mother wouldn't let me, and boom, they disappear from the story and just become slaves. But you go on to the son and the daughter, and there's this Muslim guy, and he's going around and he picks out this one guy's sister, you know. He's like, I want this one, you know. Like, damn, I want this one, you know. And she's like, hey, she starts talking to him because they don't speak the same language, but they're able to somehow. I don't even know how I did. I don't even think sometimes I create stories where the world is just, I love creating world stories, but sometimes it's just fun to create a story where it doesn't make sense. There's just so many beautiful stories out there. So but she was talking to him, and I don't know how she was talking to him because they speak, anyways, two different languages, but whatever. But she was saying, hey, hey, can you take my brother with us? Can you take my brother with us? And he does, cause he's a good man. He's a really really good man, and so he does. He's like, and so he gets the woman and the brother, and he's in this nomadic fucking tribe, and but the leader of this nomadic fucking tribe is toxic. He's fucking toxic as shit. Not because he's Muslim, but because he's toxic. He's just all about control and domination. And like, there's this one monkey tribe, and there's this one group of monkeys. They went off. It's this big monkey tribe, and there's one group, and they went off by themselves. And the bigger monkey tribe ended up killing them, and that's kind of the story. It's like he was sick of just being in this toxic shit. But it's like that was the story. The story was that's how these city folk became nomads. Like the Kievan Rus became Cossacks. The fucking Kievan Rus, they became Cossacks, but they only became Cossacks because they were taught to live in a new way by the Muslims and the pagans. And so this guy, this Muslim guy, he's just fucking sick, fucking tired of all the bullshit. And so he just wants to go out there, and that's what he does. He goes out there with his new wife and his new brother-in-law, and that's kind of the story. It's the fucking, cause the love between these two guys, man. But it's the creation of a new community, Like there's this one story out there. I've never seen it, but it looks like a good story. It's called One Piece, and that's the story I'm talking about. Like, this isn't a hero's journey. Maybe it is. I don't know. Fuck. There's so many bad producers out there, man. And I don't know, but that's what this one's. It was about this creation of this new community, and fuck the hero's journey. Like, the hero's journey, that can be a good story. It can, but it's not the only one. There's so many. There's no law when it comes to fucking stories, man. Fuck. Except the heart, I think. That's the only law you need. It's the heart. When it comes to a good fucking story. But, like Teresa says, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies, right? Sure. 4 quarters, 100 fucking pennies. And that's beautiful. That's solid, man. It's like sometimes you can have. Sometimes you have a cat walking, and they're only walking proud because they're weak. And sometimes you can have cats walking, and they're walking proud because they're strong. And you would never know it just by looking at it. You could only know it by knowing it.